Hi, I'm Dimity Sky. Thank you so much for joining me on the mat today for this Ashtanga inspired vinyasa flow. This flow is an intermediate level. It contains poses from both the primary and the secondary series of Ashtanga. You won't need any props at all for it. However, I always recommend having a bolster or a cushion, something like that handy, especially for shavasana at the end. And also if you have blocks handy, then that's always something good to have by your side as well. If you get any sort of knee or hip sensitivity, you could have a blanket with you for those times when we're on our hips or on our tummy. And other than that, just yourself with an open heart ready to go. I really encourage you to take any modifications that you need, take breaks whenever you need. And the most important thing is just to be patient with yourself and love wherever you're at on the journey, because wherever you're at is totally fine. All right, get ready. I look forward to practicing with you. We'll start class today seated on a bolster or a blanket, or a block is fine as well. Just something to elevate your hips. We won't be here for too long, just long enough to bring our mind home to our body. Starting with some gentle pranayama. You can bring your hands, palms facing upwards in Jnana Mudra, thumb and index fingers gently touching, other three fingers facing upwards. Shut down your eyes. Or you can keep them open, softly gazing somewhere in front of you. And bring all of your attention onto your breath. Take a deep breath in, all the way up from your belly, into your ribs, into your chest. Exhale. Again, deep breath in from your belly, into your ribs, into your chest. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Couple more here. Inhale all the way up from your belly into your ribs, into your chest. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Bring your hands into Anjali Mudra and take a bow to honor yourself, to honor the practice, and to honor each other. And slowly open up the eyes. And you can roll on over onto your hands and knees. Place the prop aside if you were using one. And bring your hands directly underneath your shoulders, your knees directly underneath your hips. We'll start with cat-cow. If you like, you can bring the hands to face inwards towards the knees. Inhale as you gaze up. Exhale, tuck your toes as you round your spine. Again, untuck, inhale, gaze up. Exhale as you round. Untuck, inhale, gaze up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, untuck, inhale. And exhale. Come back to a neutral spine, bring the hands back to face forward, walk them forward, tuck your toes and send your hips up and back, downward facing dog. And just move the feet, pedal your feet out, move the hips from side to side, bend your knees. Just find any sort of movements that feel good. And then come into a still downward facing dog. Your feet are about hip width apart. Your gaze is somewhere in between the legs. Your shoulder blades are broad, so you want to externally spin your triceps back down behind you to open up through the back. Your hands are spread wide, every finger pressing down, bone of your index knuckle presses down. Then inhale, roll forward to your plank position. Lower your knees, untuck your toes, lower your chest. Inhale up to cobra, thighs and pelvis are still on the mat. Exhale as you lower, tuck toes, plant hands, press up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward to your plank and lower down through chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. And hold here in your upward facing dog. You can allow the thighs to come down onto the mat and gaze over your right shoulder, getting long through your left psoas line. And slowly inhale back to center, opening up through the chest, and then gaze over your left shoulder, opening up through the right psoas line. And inhale back to center. Press yourself up into your Urdhva Mukha and then roll on back, Adho Mukha, downward facing dog. Hop or step to the front of the mat. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale as you fold. Inhale as you rise, sweep hands up. And exhale, hands down and by your side, Samastitihi. Sun salutation A, inhale, sweep hands up. Exhale as you fold, relax your head and neck. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, hop or step it back. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. And exhale, roll on back, Adho Mukha, downward facing dog. Take some deep breaths here, feeling the breath rise up through the soles of the feet, through the inseams of the legs, all the way up. Then exhale as the breath flows all the way down. Your next inhale, hop or step to the front. Exhale as you fold. Inhale, rise, sweep hands up. And exhale, hands down and by your side. One more, inhale. Exhale as you fold. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, hop or step it back. Lower down. Inhale to up dog. And exhale to down dog. Take some deep breaths here. Again, feeling that breath rise up through the soles of your feet. All the way up. Then all the way down. On your next inhale, hop or step to the front. Exhale as you fold. Inhale as you rise, sweep hands up. And exhale, hands down. And by your side. Again, inhale, sweep hands up. Exhale as you fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hop or step back. Lower down. Inhale to up dog. And exhale to down dog. All of your attention on your breath. Feeling that breath rise all the way up. And flow all the way down. On your next inhale, hop or step to the front. Exhale as you fold. Inhale as you rise, sweep hands up. And exhale, hands down and by your side. Utkatasana, Sun Salutation B, chair pose. Exhale as you fold. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, hop or step back, lower down. Inhale to up dog. And exhale to down dog. Step right foot forward, back foot is flat. Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. Take a moment here to situate yourself in the pose. Spin your left hip point forward to square your hip. Your gaze is steady. You're either facing forward or gaze can be up and your hands can be apart or together. Take a moment here. And then exhale, plant your hands. Step it back. Take your vinyasa, lower down. Inhale as you rise. And exhale as you press back. Step left foot forward, back foot is flat. Inhale, sweep hands up. Again, take a moment here to situate yourself in the pose. Spin your right hip point forward to square your hip. Gaze is either forward or up, hands are either apart or together. Now, windmill the hands around that front foot, step it back. Take yourself through your vinyasa, lower down. Inhale to up dog. And exhale to downward facing dog. 3 deep breaths here, feeling the breath rise all the way up. And all the way down. Again, deep breath in, all the way up. And all the way down. One more deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Hop or step to the front. Exhale, folds. Utkatasana, chair pose. And exhale to stand, arms down and by your side. Inhale, sweep the hands up. And then exhale as you fold it on forward. Relax your head and neck. Now from here, you can stay right here, or if flexibility allows, you're going to turn the hands, the fingers to face towards the back of the mat. Inhale to a halfway lift. And exhale, see if you can walk those hands back and pull your head in towards your shins. Take some deep breaths here. If you need a modification, you can always bring your hands to the back of the calves. One more deep breath in. And a deep breath out. And then bring the hands back next to the feet. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, hop or step it back. Take a vinyasa, lower down. Inhale as you rise, open up through the chest. And exhale as you press on back. Step your right foot forward. Back foot is flat. And come up for Trikonasana. Straighten that front leg. Arms up and out. Tilt your left hip back, reach your right arm forward, and then grab a hold around the shin, the ankle, or to the outside, the pinky toe side of your right foot. And you can use a block here if you need to. If you can, hand will be flat. If not, you can always prop yourself up onto fingertips, or as I said, use a block. Reaching down and reaching up at the same time. Hold and breathe here. For 3, 2, and 1. Now gaze down. You're going to take that top hand, sweep it under, and jump that right hand forward and slightly to the right of your right foot for Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. And from here, if you can, you're going to gaze all the way up. You can keep your gaze down if you need to. Hold and breathe for 3. Stay for 2. And 1. gaze on down, plant your hands, step it back, take a vinyasa. Inhale to rise, and exhale to press on back. Step left foot forward, back foot is flat, come all the way up, Trikonasana, arms up and out. Tilt your right hip back, left hip back, as you reach your, right hip back. Left hip forward, and then grab a hold either around the shin, the ankle, or to the outside of your left foot, pinky toe side. Plant the hand flat if you can, otherwise elevate it on fingertips or in a block. Reach on up. Hold and breathe here for 3. Stay for 2. And 1, then gaze down, sweep that right hand all the way under as you plant your left hand forward and to the left of that left foot. And then if you can, you gaze on up. Hold and breathe here for 3. Stay for 2. And 1, then gaze down, plant your hands, step it back. Vinyasa, lower down, inhale to up dog, and exhale to downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward and bring yourself up back into that Trikonasana position. So you're going to straighten that front leg, and then from here we're going to take it into Parivrika Trikonasana, so twisted triangle pose. So you're going to bring your left hand down and sweep your right arm up, pressing down and reaching up at the same time. And then if you can, you're going to take that left hand and bring it to the pinky toe side of your right foot. And then reach on up. Hold and breathe for 3. Stay for 2. And 1. Now gaze down, bend into that front knee. Parivrika Ardha Chandrasana. So you're going to plant your left hand down, slightly to the left, and then raise your right arm up. Flex your back toes, hold and breathe here for 3. Stay for 2. And 1. Now gaze down, plant the hands, step it back. Vinyasa, lower down. Inhale to up dog. And exhale to downward facing dog. Step your left foot forward. Come all the way up, back into that Trikonasana position. That front leg is straight. Getting ready for Parivrita Trikonasana. So you bring your right hand down as you raise your left hand up. And stay right here, or you'll take that right hand to the pinky toe side, so to the outside of your left foot. And then reach on up. Hold and breathe here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gaze down, bend into that front knee, hop that right hand slightly to the right and forward of your left foot. Reach on up, flex your back toes. Hold and breathe here. 5, 4, keep your gaze steady. 3, core engaged. 2, and 1. Gaze down, plant your hands, step it back. Vinyasa, lower down. Inhale to upward facing dog. And exhale to downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Exhale it out. Now step your right foot forward, and we're going to take side angle pose. So you can keep your right hand down, bend into that right knee, and sweep your left hand forward. Now you want to press against your right shoulder with your right inner knee. And then reach out nice and long so you've got a nice line here through your left side. If you can, gaze up. Hold and breathe here. For 3. Stay for 2. And 1, and then inhale all the way back up and just pivot here. So you're going to come into your side angle to the back of the mat. Place your left hand down, reach your right arm forward, hold and breathe here for 3, stay for 2, and 1. Then inhale, slowly come back up, back to the front of your mat. Now you're going to take your left elbow, you're going to hook it to the outside of the right knee, hands in prayer, shoulders back and down, and gaze behind. Stay right here, or see if you can take your left hand and place it all the way down as you reach your right arm forward. Hold here. Holding for 5. Gaze up if you can for 4. For 3. Stay for 2. And 1. Gaze down. Bring the hands back together. And then all the way up. Open up and come to the back of your mat. Same thing. To the back, we take our right elbow, hook it. Keep the outer edge of your back foot pressing down. Hands in prayer. Stay right here. Otherwise, slide that hand down to the pinky toe side of your left foot. Right foot, sorry. Oh my gosh. It's a bit of a puzzle at times. Hold and breathe. Reaching your left arm forward, hold. Your gaze is up and steady for 3. Press shoulder against knee, knee against shoulder for 2. And 1. Gaze down, bring the hands back together and slowly release. Come back to the front of your mat. Whew. Take a clearing breath here, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Coming into our standing series. So, going to start standing on the left foot. You raise your right foot up and come into your lotus position. If you can, you're going to take your right hand, reach around, grab a hold of the right foot. Now you're welcome to stay right here or inhale, exhale as you fold it forward. Keeping that left foot as straight as possible. Unless you hyperextend, in which case you want to keep a soft bend in the knee. I personally have a habit of hyperextending, so I keep a soft bend just to protect that knee joint. 1 more breath here. Then slowly release, come all the way back up. Grab a hold of the knee and release. Other side, left foot in half lotus. Reach around the back if you can, grab the foot. Stay right here or inhale. And exhale as you fold it forward. Relax your head and neck, keeping a soft bend in the knee. Hold and breathe here. For 3. Stay for 2. And 1, and then slowly release. Come all the way up. Grab a hold of the knee. And release. Really nice. Standing on that left foot. Raise your right foot up. Then you're going to catch a hold of the foot with the right hand, left hand on hip. Extend that right leg out, hold. Here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take it out to the side. Keep your gaze steady. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the foot back. Keep it hip height if you can. Release the foot, point through the toes, hands on hips. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Other side. Standing on the right foot, grab a hold of the left foot. Extend, right hand on hip. Holding here, shoulders back and down, chest is open. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Out to the side. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to center. Hold here. Release the foot. Keep it hip height if you can. Hands on hips. Chest is open. Use your core strength for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release. Really nice. Take a moment here in Samasthiti. Big toes together, heels slightly apart. Take a breath in. And a breath out. And then step the feet out about hip width apart. Bring your hands into prayer and lower on down for your malasana. Press elbows against inner knees. Open up through the hips. If your heels are up here, you're always welcome to fold the mat down, and then you can stand on the mat to help to elevate your heels. One more breath here. And then from here, you're going to plant your hands and step it back a little bit. Take Bakasana, crow pose. Place your knees in your armpits, so making a little shelf. And then tip the weight forward. Hold and breathe. See if you can bring heels together. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and hop or step it back. Vinyasa, inhale. And exhale as you press on back. Adho Mukha, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward to your plank position, Vashisthasana. Left hand down, place the left hand down, pivot. If you can, stack the feet. If you need a modification, you can lower that knee down. Raise your right hand up. Now stay right here. Otherwise, place that right foot above or below the right knee joint. If you can, you're going to grab a hold of the knee. If you can, you grab a hold of that big toe and raise the foot up. Hold and breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the foot, lower, and release. Vashisthasana, right hand down, pivot, extend left hand up, stay right here, or foot comes above that knee joint. If you can, hug the knee in. If you can, grab a hold of the big toe and extend the leg up. Hold and breathe. Holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the foot. Release. Spin. Vinyasa. Lower. Inhale to Urdhva Mukha. And exhale to Adho Mukha. Downward facing dog. Take a breath in and a breath out. Now hop the feet around the hands. Going to take Bujapidasana. So this one's a little tricky, just do your best. We'll take a slightly modified version. So you're going to bring the hands around. The hands are facing forward, and then you can just sit your buttocks back. See if you can cross the legs and just hold like this. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now from here, see if you can take it into Titabasana, your Firefly pose. So you're going to extend the legs, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now slowly release. See if you can press on up. Bring those legs all the way back behind you. Maybe you can bring those legs back in to the into the underarms, and then find yourself back into your Bakasana and hop or step it back. Vinyasa, inhale to up dog, and exhale to downward facing dog. Hop or step the feet all the way through. Come onto your buttocks. Lower on down. Find your Dandasana, your staff pose. So hands are just next to your trocaners. You press down into the mat with the back of your legs to gently lift the heels. Your crown reaches tall. Chin is slightly tucked. Take a breath here. And then slowly release from that. You're going to bring the hands to face in towards the buttocks and press on up into your Parsvottanasana. Internally rotate the thighs and tilt the head back. Squeeze your buttocks. Hold and breathe. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release. Lower on down, Navasana. Bring the legs up and the arms by your side. Gaze at the big toes. Hold and breathe. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly lower down and then come all the way down onto your back. Bring the heels in. So you should be able to just tap your heels with your fingers. Your feet are about hip width apart. Connect with your breath. And then slowly begin to roll on up. Interlace the hands underneath the buttocks. Shimmy the shoulders underneath your buttocks, raising yourself up for your bridge pose. Take a couple of deep breaths here. Lifting your hips nice and high. Now release the hands and lower on down. Now you're going to take bridge pose once more. Otherwise, you'll take Urdhva Dhanurasana, wheel pose. Rotate the hands so they're facing towards the front of the mat. Inhale. Exhale as you press on up. Hold and breathe, whether you're in bridge or wheel. Strong hands, strong legs. Holding for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Now you've got an option of simply lowering on down, or if you're in your wheel pose and it's in your practice, you can practice standing on up on an inhale. And we all meet on our back. If you're standing, you take a vinyasa. Inhale, sweep hands up. Exhale as you fold. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, hop or step it back. Inhale to up dog. And exhale to down dog. All meet on our back, lying down. And bring the knees in towards the chest. Take a couple of deep breaths here. Just allowing that energy to settle. And then from here, you're going to extend your arms, extend your legs overhead. Flex your toes in, inhale. And exhale. Fold it all the way up, straight spine. Find that Dandasana spine for a moment. And then exhale, slowly come on down for your Paschimottanasana. Nice and slow. Take some deep breaths here. Allow yourself to relax completely into it. Our practice today has been very stimulating. So now as we start to land the plane and calm the nervous system, bring ourselves back to center. One more breath here. And release. Open the legs up for Upavista Konasana. So you want to open the legs up at about 70 to 80%. Flexing those toes in, inhale, and then exhale as you fold it on forward. Keeping those toes flexed in, really active toes. Allow yourself to relax into it. If you can bring the chest down, then go for it. Here for 5, 2, and 1. And then slowly release. Now from here, you're going to bend the feet, bend the legs, grab a hold around the outsides, the pinky toe sides if you can. Straighten the legs. Chest is open. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then see if you can bring the legs together. Hold here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release. And release all the way down onto the back. Extend your legs up. Lift your hips for your shoulder stand. Grab a hold of the flesh. Just below the rib cage. Finding that nice straight spine. Hold. Take some deep breaths here. And then very slowly you can begin to bring those legs up and overhead. Holding here in your plow pose. If you can, you'll interlace the hands, clasp the hands, and point them back towards the front of the mat. And stay right here, or you can softly begin to bend the knees, coming into your ear pressure pose, your Kanapidasana. Very slowly release. Extend the legs. Release the hands. Slowly begin to roll your spine down, back onto the mat. All the way down. And then bring your right knee in. Cradle that right leg. So ultimately, see, you want that right elbow, that right knee in the right elbow crease. The right foot in the left elbow crease, or if you're just holding it, sort of cradling it in there, that's fine as well. And then hug that knee in and take it all the way over to the left. Open up for a twist. Slowly inhale back to center. Extend your left leg, or right leg. Cradle that left leg in. So just do your best here. It does take a lot of hip mobility. Now hug your left knee into the chest. Left knee comes over to the right for a twist. And very slowly release. Come back to center. And take any other final adjustments or set yourself up for shavasana. I like to use my bolster for behind my knees to elevate the hips. Coming to lie all the way down. Palms facing upwards in a gesture of receptivity. All of your attention on your breath. Take some long, slow, deep breaths in and out here. Feeling the breath rise all the way up from your belly into the ribs, into the chest. And exhale. One more deep breath in. And gently exhale it out through the mouth. Now I encourage you to stay in your shavasana for as long as you need, for as long as you can. This is where I leave you. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. And I look forward to practicing with you again soon.